Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC, but before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC stock, where I think AMC stock is going to be headed for the next trading week, and my overall price prediction for AMC stock. But before I start the video, guys, I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It is just my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So we see today, obviously the markets are closed, but in the last trading session, AMC currently sitting at $46.23. Looking at the 1 week chart, down about 13.52% of its value. A lot of people are attributing, what happened with the trading week? Why did AMC stock fall so much? Well, there's a lot of factors. I mean, you always have to take in consideration that there's a lot of factors that are driven into stock prices, why they go up and down. I mean, we take a look here, that, at the very bottom here, AMC got as low as $39.81. But, I've said this time and time again, people do seize the opportunity when it comes to AMC because they know its explosive potential, its volatility. So the dips are quickly bought back up. In that same trading day, it went from $39 all the way back up to $49.46 in a matter of hours. And that's, like I said, that's the volatility you kind of get with AMC stock. But you could attribute the sell-off to kind of, overall market condition, a little bit of profit taking, stuff like that. But the stock stays pretty resilient and people take the opportunity to buy the dip as much as they can. Looking at the 1 month chart, down about 3.55% of its overall value. Not too bad. And in the month of June and so far in July, we've gotten a lot of sideways trading from AMC stock, which is not very bad at all. This generally is ruled out as a consolidation period. Sometimes, stocks like to consolidate before they actually, make the next leg up. Taking a look at the 3 month chart, still up 389% of its value. People who bought here, around the $10, $9 mark, $5, $6, $7 mark, they're still up a hefty amount. And we take a look at the 1 year chart, up 953% of its overall value. Now, where do I think AMC stock is going to be headed in the next trading week? Well, it's definitely going to be tough to say. You always have to take in consideration like market conditions, if the markets are red, if they're going to be green. That does put in a huge factor as far as AMC and a lot of other stocks on how they're going to be played out. Like I said, generally speaking, last week, the markets did not really do that well. My overall portfolio took a little bit of a hit last week as well. So when we attribute to market conditions, that is some reason why AMC stock will continue to fall. We still do have these big time hedge funds, people who are shorting the stock, who continue to push AMC stock down. This in turn leads people to believe that, a huge sell-off is starting to occur. They keep pushing the stock down. People get scared. They end up selling off the stock and people do a little bit of profit taking. But my overall price prediction for AMC stock this week, I think we are going to retest the 50s, maybe even the 60s. Like I said, it just depends on overall market condition. But there's a lot of stuff that's kind of been changing with AMC. Like I said, a lot of people rotating out of AMC, not necessarily selling their positions, but people do like to go chase the stock market in other places. I know a lot of people are paying a lot of attention right now to Virgin Galactic. They want to kind of force the squeeze out of that one because it is a heavily shorted stock as well. But my overall price prediction for AMC for the week, I do think that we're going to retribute to the $50, $60 mark. I do think that we are going to see it, and I do think that we are going to revisit these prices. Now, my overall price prediction for AMC stock, I've said this time and time again, I do think that AMC will hit $1,000 based on everything alone, based on how much short interest flow it has, based on how these hedge funds have not covered their short positions just yet. Because if we take a look at the 1 year chart, all this price action that we've been seeing is not really hedge funds actually covering their short positions, but it's just a bunch of retail traders buying up the stock. Every dip that we see is bought up by a lot of retail traders or people, swing trading the stock because AMC is very, very volatile. So a lot of people have been kind of wondering, a lot of people losing hope about the squeeze. Is it ever going to squeeze? Are we ever going to squeeze? Stuff like that. And I've said this time and time again that, when it comes to AMC and it comes to the overall stock market, it's all about just being patient. You definitely do have to be patient with stuff like this. If we take a look at the 1 year chart, after this first kind of little squeeze we got here in January of 2021, we see this huge squeeze up, a lot of the brokerages limited trading, and we see this huge spike downward, around February time. And from February all the way to basically the end of May, AMC was not doing anything. A lot of people, it was the same boat. A lot of people had lost hope. A lot of people definitely were like, okay, you know what? AMC is never going to do anything. It's never going to go past $12. It's never going to go past $11. I should just sell my position. But you have to understand here, if we take a look at it, from February all the way to the end of May, so if we, did it on paper, like about 3 months before AMC made this huge jump here on June 2nd, all the way up to about $72. So if we attribute this, that it basically took 3 months for us to get any price action from AMC. Who knows if we're going to go with the same thing again, but like I said, just based off the 1 month chart, we definitely see that AMC has been trading in kind of like a sideways pattern. Like I said, kind of going through a consolidation phase before it actually revisits. Now we have to look at the facts, and the facts are that people are still buying up AMC stock. It's not like anybody's actually selling their position in AMC stock. Yeah, there's a little bit of profit taking, but a lot of the apes are still buying the dips. A lot of people are still holding strong, and a lot of people are still waiting for the squeeze to actually happen with AMC. Although the short interest flow in AMC is not as high as it was back in like January, February, maybe even March and April. Back then, I believe it was sitting around 28%, while now it currently sits at 17%. Having 17% short float is still a lot, and it's still a lot of shares that do have to be covered. So if we can actually just push the stock back up, or there's any good news or any volatility pushes AMC up in the upward movement, then we actually will be able to actually get a squeeze out of it, right? But right now, the hedge funds are not really worried. AMC's not really doing anything, right? It's kind of just trading sideways, and the hedge funds are not going to cover their short positions just yet. It's going to be a little bit harder for us to get the hedge funds to actually cover their short positions. And why is that? If we take a look about what happened with GameStop a couple of months back in January, they lost, hedge funds lost, millions, if not billions of dollars, and they do not want to recap that. They do not want a recap of AMC with AMC. So, these hedge funds are going to be a little bit more stubborn about actually covering their short positions, and they're going to have to try to wait it out as long as possible. But the shorts have not covered. They want to push the stock down as low as possible before they actually start buying back any of the shares. So if we can actually, fear or feel like there's a sense of fear in the stock and they feel like they can't do anything about it, is when the shorts are actually going to cover their short position. But my overall price prediction for AMC stays the same. Whether AMC goes to 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, I do think we're going to get a squeeze out of AMC. Like I said, I don't think it's something that can be avoided. And I do think that AMC stock will hit $1,000. But as far as my overall next week price prediction, I do think AMC will retest the 50s, maybe even the 60s. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you think of AMC. Do you guys think AMC will hit $60 next week? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.